The Platinum Strings series of sound blocks contain 2 loops per multi that complement each other. You've got a bass part and a melody part. When you press your C3 key on your keyboard, they'll play together in unison. Now when you move your modulation wheel upward, you'll start hearing the melody part fade out, just like so. And because Platinum Strings employs our time stretch, you can also transpose. Why don't we now go ahead and make use of these quick edit knobs up above. I'm going to start by making sure that my first patch is highlighted. Then I'm going to click the Learn button here and learn it to one of my MIDI controller's knobs. Give it a little bit of filter resonance. And then let's go ahead and select a low-pass 12-pole filter. I'm going to copy these knob assignments, and what I'm going to do is click on the second patch and paste them to the second patch. So now both patches are identical. I'm going to click OK to ignore that warning message. Now let's play and see what happens. Now I'm going to change one of the settings here. The second patch is going to get a high-pass filter. Let's try that. See what that sounds like. Okay, now I'm having too much fun.
Platinum Strings, that's my Samplebase project. I'm Pete Whitfield, violinist and string arranger from Manchester in England. I put together the Platinum Strings libraries with Catalyst Audio, and our first set is Urban Strings, Riffs and Figures for hip-hop. We did a lot of research into the genre, a lot of listening to find out what do strings do in hip-hop tracks and what could they do. What were the melodic shapes, the harmonies, rhythms and scales that make hip-hop hip-hop? For example, the natural minor scale is common, but there's sometimes a twist, a flattened second note of the scale. So you will hear that in some of the lines. But hip-hop takes musical influence from lots of styles, so there are some classical vibes in there, which suit strings really well, of course. The lines were recorded in Manchester with some top players. There are 2 libraries in Urban Strings, tempos from 75 to 90 BPM in the first, and from 90 to 100 in the second. Next project in the Platinum Strings collection? Well, what do you want? Let me know in the Samplebase forum.